Con. Let me make sure. Salaki. All right. I'm the brother Abba Yabba from the DC camp. Of course, I'm coming to you as you've seen the title. It said, basically word of the day. I'm coming to you in the 100% truth in the name of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rekal Kadash. Okay, Yahweh being the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Shai being whom the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, Bahashem meaning in the name, Rekal meaning spirit, Kadash meaning holy. Okay, Salakia. Yep, and of course, Shanya Kabaga, Walla Rakab, Zakwam now Ba'aith, Washalawam, Wabarakim, Labakarim, Shayash Allah. Okay? Meaning, double honors to the elders and apostles of GMS, and peace and blessings be upon the elect of the nation of Israel. Okay? So, without further ado, as you can see in front of you, the word, there's the Hebrew word that I chose for today. It's really, it's constant or consistent, okay? But also, the word, when you look up the word consistent in First Chronicles chapter 28, verse 7, you get this word kazak, okay? And the word kazak, it has two meanings. So in the Hebrew, you have certain instances, and this is gonna be real quick, but you have certain instances to where you may see the same word, you may see the same Hebrew word for different words in English, okay? And this is an example of one to where you see the word kazak, which essentially it means strong or it means strength, okay? But you see it for the word consistent, or the word consistent is not in the it's not in the Bible, but you see it for the word constant, okay? And the word consistent derives from the word constant, so that's why I looked up the word consistent and constant, and I got the same definition essentially, okay? So without further ado, let me actually, because me and the Zakwan of my camp, Monagon, Yahweh Shemel Shavakata, to that brother, basically I asked him for a prayer for consistency, and I just decided, and before doing the prayer, that I should bring up the word because it has a lot of edification, and it kind of ties into a lot of things that that basically is going to help us in this faith. And the reason why I ask for consistency is because that's one thing that is needed in this truth. That's one thing, that's a key, what's the word I'm looking for? Trait inside this race that we need, consistency, which essentially consistency means to continually fight on, okay? And really the word consistent and the word strong is really the same exact word. Just it has, they can be used in different contexts. Okay, so let me start off with this precept, and then I'm gonna edify more as I go. Adawan Ratazah. So of course, all praise, glory, and honor to the Heavenly Father and His Son Yahweh Shai. Okay, so this is 1 Corinthians chapter 15. This 1 Corinthians chapter 15, verse 58. It says, "Therefore, my beloved brethren, be ye steadfast, unmovable, always abounding in the work of the Heavenly Father, for as much as ye know that your labor is not in vain in the Heavenly Father." And the reason why I brought that out is because this is a form of consistency, always abounding in the work of the Heavenly Father. Okay, now the word consistency or consistent or constant, it means to stand firm, to stand. It says to take a standing position, to stop. Okay. The word con, the breakdown of the word, con means together, sist or excuse me, sta, part of consistent, it means place, okay, to stand or to be standing. So Really, that's what consistency is. It means to continually stand and to not be broken down. And essentially, that's what it's telling you to do inside 1 Corinthians the 15th chapter. It says, "Therefore, my beloved brethren, be ye steadfast, unmovable." Okay, and steadfast means standing on your feet. Okay, and really, that's it. It takes strength. It takes strength for you to be consistent. Okay, because having consistency is one of the strongest key strengths that you can have in this faith. Okay. And that we, Lord's will, we possess, okay? Because look at the apostles, the elders and apostles of GMS, okay? Starting with Apostle Tahar on down, Apostle Ramlab, Apostle Gabar, Apostle Racha, okay? What's one key element that they've retained since being in the faith, okay? Consistency. Look how much videos that Apostle Tahar puts out, okay? You have the Apostle, I believe Gabar and Racha, Salat, Gabar and Ramlab, if I said that incorrectly, who basically go live every day, or put up videos consistently every day, Consistency can also mean endurance, okay? Because endurance is a form of continually going through a trial, but overcoming it, and basically taking what's in front of you, being able to put up what's in front of you, being able to put up with those sufferings, okay? But when I looked up the word strong, it kind of tied into everything that I was saying about consistency. And really, the main reason why, like I said, I asked for consistency, or I asked, there's a coin to help me out with prayer with consistency, is because, sometimes in this faith, you may have times to where you're very lackadaisical, or you make promises and you don't keep up with it, or you just may not be in the spirit as much as you were the day before, or even the week before, even the month before, But consistency, having a key characteristic or key trait of consistency is essentially what's going to get us saved. Because faith is something that's consistent too, It's everlasting, keeps going. You get what I'm saying? So, Salaki. And that's another thing too that I wanted to touch on too. It says the last part of 1 Corinthians the 15th chapter. It says, "For as much as ye know that your labor is not in vain." See, now when you have the vision and when you have the understanding that the kingdom of heaven is to be received, that's what keeps you consistent. That's what keeps you keep coming back after keep coming after this truth. Keep seeking the Heavenly Father, and that actually makes me think of a precept real quick. This is this is Isaiah, Salaki, Matthew chapter 6, verse 33. "But seek ye first the kingdom of the Heavenly Father and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you." But what? You have to consistently seek the ways of the Heavenly Father in order for those things to be added unto you, okay? Because this thing is not fly by night, man, In order for you to grow in the spirit, in order for you to basically to get more wisdom, knowledge, and understanding the things that we desire in the spirit and even in the flesh, in order for you to receive those things, you have to show the Lord consistency, okay? Because with consistency, you build trust with the Heavenly Father. He knows that you're not going to go astray, okay, no matter what trial he puts in front of you. And it's spiritual that I say that, because consistency is a form of strength which helps you fight off certain demons, Because if you're constantly, actually scriptures say that, if you're constantly doing the will of the Heavenly Father, that shows a form of faith, okay? But men that fell off, they lost faith because they weren't consistent, okay? Or men that fell off didn't show their consistency in the Heavenly Father, okay? So, enough rambling. I'm going to get into some more precepts and I'm going to break down the word a lot more too. Actually, let me go into the second word. The second word is strong, and understand that both of these are adjectives, okay? And the word adjectives mean, the word adjective, it literally means explaining a noun, okay? Or giving you the rundown on a noun. A noun is a person, place, or thing, and it's essentially this consistency and strength as a thing which we possess, okay? So it's something that you're actually performing, okay? Or it explains what you're doing, okay? Now the word strength, it literally means physically powerful, powerful in effect, forceful, firm, bold, okay? And what? That's all a form of consistency. Being bold, being firm, okay? And it says brave, constant. So even when you look up the word strength, that's why even in the scriptures, when you had in First Chronicles chapter 28 verse 7, you have the same word for consistent and strong there, okay? Kazak, Acha, C-H-A-A, Azah, A-Z-A, a connector, and a qua, okay? Kazak, okay? So it says violent. So because sometimes in this faith you're gonna have to be violent. You know, the Heavenly Father said what? He sends us forth as fishers in Jeremiah 16:16. But what does it say after that? It says that we're gonna be hunters. Okay? So it says hard and strict. And essentially after we're going down, it's strict. Okay? And what? It's hard too. Okay? The Heavenly Father said, my yoke is easy and my burden is light. The consistency part, and that ties in everything I was trying to say, because I had things that I wanted to say off camera, and I had points in my mind that I couldn't, kind of portray. But consistency is the hardest part of being in this truth, because hey, the elders coined it too. You know, the hardest part about being in this truth is staying in the truth, which essentially means having consistency. Okay. So it says constant, violent, hard, strict. Okay, and the word for Old German, the word strength comes from Old German strength, which means tight and narrow. And essentially that's the path that we're going down. So without further ado, let me grab these quick precepts real quick. I'll grab Matthew's first. This is Matthew chapter 7, Salaki. Yeah, Matthew chapter 7, verse 13. It says, enter ye in at the straight gate, for wide is the gate, and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction. Many there be which go thereat. So it's telling you that a lot of people are weak. Okay? And Salakia. And watch verse 14. It says, because straight is the gate and narrow, which is strong. Okay? It says, and narrow. Salakia, I lost my point. It says, and narrow is the way which leadeth unto life. So this path that we're going down, we're retaining our consistency, is going to make us strong. Now, if you know anything about boxing or kickboxing, what do? They consistently kick the bag that breaks their bone, which when that bone is healed, it makes it stronger. But they have to consistently do it. Okay? And it's even like our trial, you know? When you consistently go through trial and error, you consistently go through that, you build off of it, and it makes you stronger, because now you know how to fight off those demons when it comes the next time. Okay? But what? That only comes through consistency, okay? Or being constant. Okay? Now, let me grab that one too. This is First Salakia. Yep, this for Peter's chapter. I honestly want to start higher. This First Peter's chapter. You know, I just start at the point. It's this First Peter's chapter 1 verse 10. 2 Peter chapter 1 verse 10. It says, wherefore the brethren, give diligence to make your calling and election sure. So you giving that consistency, giving that diligence is going to make you, essentially shows that you're one of the elect. Because what? The elect is going to consistently seek after the Heavenly Father. Okay? And really that's what our faith is wrapped around. Seeking the Heavenly Father, even though we've done sin upon his eyes, you know, even though we've done wickedly, you know, in our glory and our infirmities, okay? Consistently seeking the Heavenly Father. Okay? So, yep, it says, give diligence to make your calling and election sure. Okay? And the word sure means, damn, I just lost the word in my mind. It means indefinitely. Okay? It says, and if ye do these things, ye shall never fail. Okay? And what? If you're strong, you're never going to fail. You know? But what? That's why I love this word. Because constant and strong is hand in hand, man. Okay? And I like this word right here too, hard. It means being bold. And you know, essentially, you know, that's really the level that you have to come on. You have to come on because when you're first in this faith, you're a babe, you know. Things, you know, you're dealing with certain things and you're not at that level of hardness, okay? But through the consistency and through constantly going through the trial, constantly going through the tribulation, the trouble, the anguish, it makes you hard, it makes you bold, you know, it makes you powerful, okay? So actually, and this is the key one that I wanted to, but I think I should save that for last. Oh yeah, you know, I already read of them. But this one really hit the nail on the coffin. This is 2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 3. It says, It says, thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of Hamashiach Yahweh Shai. Enduring that hardness literally means that the word endurance is a synonym, if I'm saying that correctly, is a synonym for the word constant. Because enduring, like I said before, is continual. And that's essentially what constant means. It means to continually do something, okay? But in this sense, consistent pairs up with strong, okay? And it says, Salaki, I'll read it one more time. It says, thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier. The Heavenly Father's Son, Hamashiach Yahweh Shai. Okay? So consistently go through what the Heavenly Father's putting you through in order to be stronger. Okay? Because throughout all these things that we go through throughout the week, we still make it to camp. You know, we still push the words of the Heavenly Father throughout all the tribulation and trial that we receive. You know? And that's what essentially is bringing us on that next level of strength. Okay? And I know I sound like a broken record, but it's only but so much I can say, you know? Because really, I just thought this was very, very beautiful that, you know, consistent and strength kind of have like the same context, you know? Because if you're asking the Lord consistent for strength, you know, which they just kind of go hand in hand, because it tends to go through having to put them through, you know? Being tried as fire, you know, dealing with all the hell that we receive from around us, you know? So, you know, with that, I hope the elect was edified. This epistle, you know, I gave it my all. You know, I really hope that this was you know, useful in your sight, you know, through the name, the power of the Heavenly Father and His Son, Yahweh and Yahweh Shai. You know, we have to be consistent in order to receive strength. Okay, you have to be consistent in order to receive the kingdom of heaven. Okay, so that's why the Heavenly Father said, "Seek ye first the kingdom of heaven," meaning put that at the forefront and constantly run after it. And that's what it is, man. This is a race right now, you know? The Heavenly Father said, actually, let me grab that real quick, you know? This essentially, we're in a race right now, and what? The race is not over, so that means we have to consistently run. The scripture tells you in Habakkuk, the 2nd chapter, that he may run that readeth, okay? So when you start to read this word, you start to get the understanding, you're officially now in that race, okay? But, you know, sometimes you may slow up. Sometimes you may, you know, stumble. You may trip. But that consistency, if you keep running, that shows that you truly have faith in the Heavenly Father, okay? And that's what makes you strong, okay? That consistency. So, where was I going? And I'm going to end on this note. I think it's, yep. And there's another one, I believe, in Hebrews. You know, bear with me. I know it's in here. So, yep. Endure the cross and say, I will try to all him finish. You know, I start with this way and sin that says, and let us run with patience. And it says the race that is set before us. Nah, it's all good. You know, I just missed one out. But this is Ecclesiastes chapter 9, verse 11. It says, I returned and saw under the sun that the race is not to the swift. So what? It tells you that even though you're racing, it's not to the swift, meaning those who are trying to hurry up and get to the finish line. And that doesn't take consistency. If you're trying to hurry up and get to the finish line, that shows that you want it right now. But if you have consistency, which, I didn't even think about that. Consistency is another form of patience, okay? So having to wait, but patiently waiting. That's what it means to be patient, you know? Continually enduring harm, okay? Consistently enduring harm, okay? So it says, I returned and I saw under the sun that the race is not to the swift, nor the battle to the strong, neither yet bread to the wise, nor yet riches to the men of understanding, nor yet favor to the men of skill, but time and chance happeneth to them all. Okay? So through time and through chance, you know, and through consistency, that's how we're going to, Lord's will, we're going to receive the kingdom of heaven. Okay? And that's really what it's all about, you know, and that's honestly why we even put up prayers, why we ask for certain things like this, because we all have that one vision, which is receiving the kingdom of heaven and being at peace with Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, you know, and the elect. You know, Adonai Ratazah, the brothers that are viewing this, the brothers that, you know, take heed to the word and they 100% truth are part of the Habakkuk, okay, or the elect. But, you know, like I said, just to sum everything up again, and this right here, it says, Debar Shal Ha Yawam, okay, which Debar means word, Shal means of, Ha means the, Yawam means date. And as you can see right here, just to sum it up again, this is the Ha character and the Ibaria, the Za character and the Kwa character, okay, and together is Chazak, okay, which if like I said, if you look in First Chronicles chapter 28 verse 7, you see the word constant there, and the word constant means strength, okay, or means it says, okay, and like I said again, the word strong or the word consistent or constant, it means to stand firm, to stand. It says take a standing position, stop, okay. The con means together, stop, desist, or the stand. The stop inside the consistent, it means to place or stand or be standing, okay. So withstanding, all right. And of course, the word strong means physically powerful, in effect, forceful, firm, bold, brave, constant, okay. And it comes from the word German. It's strength, which means tight and narrow, okay. And that word strong, it has a lot more context to it. I don't want to bring edification out if I find some more. But through the Spirit, this is what I got today. I would like to step out and start up with praise glory on the Heavenly Father. May you take this and build off it, okay, and grow off of it and be strong of it, okay. Of course, Bashim al-Shabashim, Rakal Kadash, Barakathon to all the Akim that are due, and of course, Shalom wa Barakum la Bakum Shayash Allah, while peace and blessings be upon the elect of the nation of Israel. Salakia. Yes, Salakia. Shalom wa Barakum la Bakum Shayash Allah, peace and blessings upon the nation of Israel. Shalom.